morning, everybody. Welcome back to Ghosting with Anya. If you guys are new here, welcome to Ghosting with Anya. If you're first time watching this video, and I say welcome. If you are familiar with this stories, if you are familiar with every story or like every ghost stories you have heard or every videos that you've seen, and welcome back. So hey Chris, how you doing, baby? um yeah, today's a bit different. Usually I have my podcasting on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so today it's Friday, January 30th, so tomorrow's the 31st. And yeah, so today it's a bit different. I know I say that every week, but sometimes I can do like either Thursday or Friday. But anyway, today's episode, we are going to read the story called The Shadow That Refused to Copy Her, which is like a ghost that refused to copy her moves, like mimicking her image or her movements, the way she talked, the way she smelled, the way she did things in her routines, what her life is like. So that sort of refusal thing. So thank you. I'm glad you loved it, Chris. Yes, we are doing today's episode on a new story called The Shadow That Refused to Copy Her. Yes, that is the new story. And yeah, it's a surprise today, so why not do one today? We are actually gonna finish putting my book together today. Yes. We're gonna put my book on either like audio, because my friend Nicole asked me if I can put my book on audio because her friend cannot like see any words. So her friend wants to listen to the book on audio, which is kind of like reading, but you get to listen to it on your headphones as the audio version of it, but So yeah, anyway, today we are gonna be reading the new story. So thank you guys for subscribing to this channel. Please continue subscribing it, and please support this. This is what I do. This is part of my job, and I love writing novels. I love you guys watching my videos. I love working on them. I get a lot of ghost stories and stuff. So he says, for day 100, you should make it special episode. Get dressed up for sweetie. Make it special. Just a thought. Yeah, of course, Chris. Yes, I can do that. We'll figure it out. So I can do it during Halloween. I can like literally dressed up on Halloween. Maybe you can like come. You can like maybe come on my show in person. I don't have any other guests, so you're the only one who always shows up on my show. And yes, Chris, I can dress up in Halloween costume every year, and the same one. Maybe. Actually, well, I need a new costume. I don't have a new costume now. So if I had a new costume right now, I'll have to just wear my regular clothes. But I'm gonna need a new costume for Halloween anyway. If you find the new costume that fits me perfectly, and I will put it on. So anyway, yeah. So let's get started on this new episode. Let's get started on this story, and we can do questions after the story. So, I mean, this fictional woman, it could be me because my name's Anya Smith. I'm the host of Ghost Stories. I'm the host of Ghosting with Anya, and also an author of Anya's Ghost Stories Volume 1 and Volume number 2, The Return of the Dead. Those 2 books. And my friend who's upstairs right now, he's in the meeting so with someone. Once he is done, and we are going to finish working on my book. So get ready, everyone, and I hope you guys buy my books. I mean, I hope you guys literally buy my books on Amazon. We're gonna put my second novel on Amazon. We can do it on regular Amazon. We can put it on Amazon Kindle, and the price might be the same, or we can rise it up a little bit, like 40% off, which is $20, that sort of thing. So anyway, just sit back, relax, and let's get started on this ghost story. And please click like, share, and subscribe. So let's get started on this story. And February is like 2 days away. Are you all ready for Valentine's Day? Because I'm ready for it. So let's get started. The Shadow That Refused to Copy Her, Season 4, Episode 79. Get ready, and you have to listen to it very carefully. And here's what he says. You should, after bundle deal for bath books. Something like that. I don't know. Both books. Yeah, maybe. We'll figure it out. So, yeah. I'll talk to Fearless about it, and we'll figure it out. So let's get started on this story now. At first, Anya thought the lightning was wrong. Her shadow lagged slightly behind her movements, stretching when it should shrink, hesitating when she moved quickly. She blamed exhaustion. Shadows, after all, were nothing more than absence shaped by light they couldn't choose. It sounds like me, but I've got shadows, but they don't move, okay? They're move when I move, but they're like attached to me. So I would never let my shadow like separate from me. So I have my shadow everywhere, but like I said, my shadow would never do anything like that because I don't make my shadow move. Like literally, I don't let my shadow separate from existence. I mean, it's attached to me. It's a part of me. When I move, my shadow moves. So let's finish doing this. Let's continue on before the questions. And yes, I made my hair halfway because it's a cool style. I do this all the time, just not every day. Whenever I'm in the mood, that's when I decide to put my hair on halfway. So it doesn't hurt, but I just want to make sure on top of here and here, like, does not go on my face, because it does. My hair likes to go around my face, like in front. So that's why I put my hair in half ponytail. So let's continue on. But soon the shadow began behaving with intention. When she stood still, it leaned. When she reached for objects, it anticipated, her fingers brushing shadows of things she hadn't touched yet. Once when she turned abruptly, it didn't follow at all. It remained facing the other direction as though distracted. Yeah, this is kind of weird. So, sorry, my reading's a bit different. My mouth is dry. I need something to keep me moisted. Maybe soda, tea, water. It's probably because my blood sugars can be higher. But yes. So I have to check my blood sugars because it can be high. If it's high, I gotta do a correction. Like, depends what my blood sugars are, and I would literally put them correctly and wait a while, like 2 hours, until I can check it again. So I can go on a treadmill. Maybe after this, I'll probably go on a treadmill to exercise. It actually helps with it. So let's continue on. This video could be either short or long. If you guys want my video to be longer, I can make it longer. If you guys wanted the video to be short, I can make it short. Okay, let's continue on. One evening, Anya sat on the edge of her bed and watched the shadow rise from the floor. Standing upright while she remained seated, it turned its head slowly, deliberately. The smile came last, stretching, wider than her own mouth could manage. The lights flickered once and went out. That is the creepiest one of all time. I mean, I've never had that problem because my shadow could never stretch its mouth that long because I can't make it. So, yeah. Let's continue on. In the darkness, she heard footsteps moving where her shadow should have been. When the lights returned, the shadow was gone entirely. The floor beneath her feet felt wrong afterward, as if something else now occupied the space behind her movements, learning how to follow. Wow, that is the creepiest thing I have ever just read. I mean, come on, man. This is just so sad and freaky. I mean, what if this story could actually, I don't know, be related to my weird experience and all the story and stuff? I mean, shit happens, right? So we are now moving to the questions. If anyone would like to have any questions for me or about the story, now is the time to leave me a comment down here below as I'm doing live streaming. So let's get started on the questions. This video could be long or short, either one. I gotta be upstairs and getting my book put together and publish it. So this could take a while, maybe a couple months until, it it shows up on Amazon. What does the shadow symbolize psychologically? Something to do with psychology. I'm thinking maybe a shadow that was attached to the actual person doesn't want to be attached. It wants to be its own person. It wants to, like, I don't know, mimic everything, but it refused to do what I don't know, us people to move. Like, if we sit in the shadow, be like standing up, but that's like something different. That's like something demonically is doing. Psychology thingy, yeah. Psychologically, it's kind of very creepy, psychopathy, that sort of way. And my shadow's not that psychotic because it does not have its own personality and it does not have its own movements. Like, my shadow is my shadow, right? And it's literally attached to me. So I'm not gonna separate myself from my own shadow. I mean, Chris, you've got a shadow and your shadow moves when you move because it's attached to you. So if you had a shadow like right now, would you ever separate yourself from your own shadow? Would it have its own personality? That sort of thing? Would you let that happen? I mean, let me know if you actually know what it's like to have your own shadow, like, I don't know, refuse to copy you, to do whatever you do. Like, if you want to stand up, it wants to sit down. Let me know in the comments down below on the right. So, on the bottom right corner. So let's go to number 2. Why does it begin anticipating her actions? Perhaps maybe it just watches everything the person moves. So he says, no, I wouldn't separate my shadow. Good choice. Neither would I. I would never separate myself from my own shadow. It's creepy. And it's painful to separate that. So if my shadow wants to anticipate me, like with my own actions, it probably like watches my every move and learns everything. That's like being observant, especially with all the spirits and stuff. They are observant. They know what we're doing. They know what we know. They hear what we hear, and they listen because we talk a lot. So our actions is like we know what we're thinking, what our emotions would be. So I have a shadow, right? And my shadow does not do anything creepy because it's attached to me extremely. So I would never let that happen. I know my actions and I just do what I normally do with this. I make my own podcast because my shadow moves with me. Like, it copies me, but it's attached to me because I control the shadow. Like, I have a shadow, okay? It's right there on the wall. And I move, my shadow moves. Like, seriously. It doesn't move back. It doesn't wave back because I'm controlling my hand and the shadow is like right there. I am the controller. I do not let the shadow control me. Yours eat donuts? Funny. Chris. Yes, everyone eats donuts sometimes, but right now I'm playing with my hair, and my shadow is like also playing with the hair. Like literally. The reason why is because I'm freaking nervous about everything, especially doing this job and reading books, maybe if I'm not working, or I just, do what I normally do. Just relax, do my knitting. The shadow does the same thing. So let's go to number 3. Why is the smile important? Well, it's important because you're happy and the shadow smiles too. If you're happy, the shadow is happy. If you're not happy, the shadow might not be happy either, because you're controlling your own shadow. I mean, I can control it. I don't have to separate myself from it, because if I want to smile, I'll smile. The shadow will do the same thing. If I want to be grumpy about it, it'll be grumpy as well. It's important to smile because you're happy about something or whatever it is, but that's just how it is. It's your emotions. You're controlling it, and the shadow would like go with it. So, all right, we got 3 questions left before I sign off. What replaces the shadow's function? Well, what replaces the shadow's function is something, well, it's a spirit, it's connected somehow. Our spirits are connected. Our shadows are connected to it, because what replaces my shadow's function? Nothing replaces. Nothing at all. I mean, if you think something will replace it, no. My shadow cannot be replaced. It cannot do anything without me, because it functions with me, because I'm controlling it. But you cannot replace your own shadow for something else. Hell no. You cannot do that, because there's no other way. But if you want your shadow to function with something else, that's your choice, not mine. Because my choice is not to let my shadow function without me. I control my functions. I control my shadow whenever. Nothing can replace my shadow. So, nothing at all. Let's go to number 6. Is loss worse than corruption? Yes, it can be. It can be both. I mean, you're grieving because someone you lost, and the shadow will be like right there. It's probably because you're grieving, or whoever's grieving the person that passed away, and you can't accept that. And then and then the shadow just starts to show up, which is like a shadow of your former friends or family members, and you can't function without them. That's because the spirits are here to watch over us and observe our functions, our movements, our emotions, our routines, and everything. Spirits do that a lot. So, yeah. Anyway, last question, because I'm gonna sign off here soon and go upstairs and do my book. And yeah. So, would you want it returned? That's a question. So, if any of you know what it wants, so if you guys know what it is, would you want it returned, your shadow, like to you, or returned to somewhere else? I would literally want my shadow to stay with me. I would not want it gone, like ever. I mean, if I want the spirit of my friends and family to return to me, yes, I would want them to come back. But I would never let go of my shadow. I would never do that. No way. I'm not doing that. So, anyway, this is pretty much can be anything. I mean, you're grieving because you lost someone you love the most, and it can corrupt you. Like, say, if you are being brainwashed, that's corruption. Like, you refuse what the truth would be. That's like being corrupted by something dark. But if you want to know what's really happening, you have to investigate it. You have to figure out everything. Why is the shadow like corrupting you? Or if you want it returned to you as good, be a part of you, you probably have to figure it out how to do that. Like, go on the internet and find out, and you could try it and see if it's going to work or not. I probably would want to have my shadow returned to me because, you know what? I never let go of my own shadow. Not in a million years. It's a part of me, and I will never let it go. So, anyway, thank you guys for listening. Usually I go on the afternoons on Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesday in the mornings. So today was a bit different, and the video was a bit short today, so that's fine. So thank you guys for listening and tuning in and watching. Please click like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week on episode 80. I was gonna do my 79th episode next week, but I did it today. So thank you guys, and see you guys next week. Next week we'll be doing the story called The Neighbors Never Blinked. If you guys love listening to that one, let me know in the comments down below. If you have any opinions or questions about it, you can leave me a comment down below. So, have a great day, stay warm, stay safe, and we'll see you guys next week. And happy Valentine's Day to you all. Bye everyone. Please click like, share, and subscribe. And you can follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. So, very professional way. So, bye.